Hi everyone, welcome to another After School Tech Tips with the Technology Integration and Planning Support Tips team. My name is Bernice and I'm going to be introducing the IPEVO document camera and show you a little bit about how it can be used as both a teaching tool to show worksheets or even using it as a webcam. The IPEVO document camera here has both a camera and a microphone so that you can use it. So I can put it this way as a webcam, or I can also move this down so that it will work as a document camera to show other worksheets. You can use an IPEVO Visualizer both in person and online. So when you're doing it in person, you're just going to use it as a regular document camera. So for example, you can see here, I'm going to take my IPEVO document camera and I'm just going to tilt it down. You will have to play a little bit around with the positioning of the lens to make sure it is the correct way in order for your worksheet to show up properly. So as you can see here, I'm going to go and bring that down. And you'll see right here that I can now make sure I'm putting this into the right way. And I can write down my worksheet here, and we can keep going and showing the students this way via just the camera. You can do this on a Google Meet, but please note that on a Google Meet, this will show up upside down and reverse. However, for your students, it will look the correct way. So just ask your students and see if they are able to see it in the right manner or not. However, it is precisely because of this that many teachers enjoy using the IPEVO Visualizer software. With the IPEVO Visualizer software, you're able to put it the right side up for you and the right side up for the students. So with the IPEVO Visualizer app, you're going to see this right here on your desktop computer. The Visualizer app looks like kind of this green eye here, and it will say Visualizer. If you can't find it, you can also click on the Start menu and just start typing in Visualizer. And that should come up, and you can also then click here where you can see it say Visualizer app for it to then open up. When you open it up, it might ask you about an end user license agreement. Make sure you read through this whole piece. You click on I have read and understand the above agreement and click on agree. So when you go click on Visualizer, you're going to end up with this showing up. It is a piece of software, and you'll notice that it's a little bit blurry, but IPEVO Visualizers actually have a autofocus on it. So I can go and autofocus on it. If you're ever having difficulty as well, there is this button on the bottom right-hand corner that says focus. You can click on that as well to make it focus. So one of the things that I want to kind of recognize here is that on the IPEVO, you actually have multiple buttons on the very, very bottom here. So you can see here that this here is the focus button. This just lets it autofocus, and then this here will change the exposure. So when I say exposure, what I mean is the brightness of the piece, and I'll show you a little bit about how that looks coming right up. So if we take a look at the IPEVO Visualizer, right here there is a menu. So if we're taking a look at the menu, you can go through, and a few things you can see here is we can zoom. So if we go in and we can zoom, we can now move this in and we can make this larger and larger. And again, if you ever need to worry about focusing, again, you can just press focus again and that should help. Another thing you can do is you can always go to rotate. And so let's say you don't want to rotate the actual camera itself. You can actually rotate pieces of software through this piece. And you can see here, I can click on each one if I just want to rotate it 90 degrees all the way through. And then we're good on that front. As well, resolution you don't have to really worry much about. It's going to automatically set itself. This is the exposure piece that I was talking about. So that EXP, if I make this +1 or +2, you'll notice that the sheet of paper gets brighter and brighter. And again, if I go back, it will get darker and darker. So again, just making it so that the students can see it as well as they can based upon how you have the settings set up. Here's our white balance. White balance as well will go and change the color as well of the actual sheet of paper. And again, that might help based upon the light settings that you might have in your classroom. There's also the ability to manual focus, but the autofocus seems to work quite well. And again, this focus button on the bottom right-hand corner works the best, I find, for any kind of focusing that you may need. There are as well video filters, so if you needed to change it so that you have black and white, for example, or you need it to be inverted for any kind of accommodations or anything like that, you can do that as well. Here's grid lines options, and what you can do is you can actually change it so that you have horizontal lines or vertical lines or 16 by 16. Now it's kind of hard to see here on this sheet of paper, but if I kind of move this and you can see the desk, you should be able to see it a little bit easier in terms of the grid lines that show up. And so you can use this in terms of graphs or different things like that, or whether just to help you draw a straight line or anything like that. Now, as well, if you want to just leave this sheet of paper here and you went to freeze live image, well, now I can actually move my sheet of paper completely away and this image is still going to show up here. So this is really good for cases where you might be teaching and for some reason you need to take that sheet of paper away for a second to work on the next question. And then you can still make sure that question is still up there for all of the students. You'll notice when I click on resume live image, you'll see that because I didn't put the sheet of paper back, that it's not there. So again, I'd have to go and put that right back in there. Another nice feature of this is the ability for snapshot. So just like a camera of any kind, you can take a picture and you can save it to your computer anywhere that you want. So let's say I want to go and I want to save this into my documents. You can press OK, and it's going to save it as a .jpeg. So a picture file is what you're going to get here. It's going to save it as a picture file in order for you to be able to revisit later. Maybe you want to share it with students or share it with colleagues. That works as well. As well, on the IPEVO Visualizer, you can see here, I just clicked here in order for it to kind of go full screen and for you to not be able to see all the other pieces here. So I can just click there again. I'll show you. Again, you can see how it kind of goes full screen. And if I click anywhere again on the sheet of paper, all of the settings and menus and stuff can come back. Another interesting feature here is this button at the bottom next to the snapshot, which is our annotate button. The annotate button allows you to have your pens, and this is different from your writing pen. This is actually more a digital pen. So you can actually have different colors. So let's say I want it to, let's say I really want to highlight this piece here. Now, the interesting thing about this is because it is a digital pen, you can see here, I can actually move my sheet of paper and it actually is kind of a pen mark that kind of floats on top of the image that you have. If you want to get rid of this, you can click on the eraser, which is right next to the pen, and you can go ahead and go in and erase it. To make this a little bit easier to erase, you can go back to the eraser. You can make the size larger or smaller in order to make the eraser just a little bit easier to use. So as you can see there, the IPEVO Visualizer gives you a ton of different options within the software to change it depending on your needs. You can use the IPEVO document camera as both a webcam as well as just a document camera to show students. If you are teaching in person, you can of course use the visualizer and put the visualizer software up onto your Epson board or your smart board for students to look at. If you're teaching on Google Meet, again, you can share your screen so that it shows what is showing up on the IPEVO Visualizer. And that way you don't have to worry about Google Meet changing it so that your worksheet looks the wrong side for you. So you can use it as a way to just share your screen, and you can show everything and you can see it as well while the students are seeing it. So I hope that little introduction helps. If you have any questions, feel free to check out tips.epsb.ca for more support. Thank you.